Well, good morning, scrappers, scrapettes, ladies, gentlemen, recyclers, planet lovers everywhere. Scrappy D here with another scraptastic video. You see in front of me yet another battery backup. The reason I brought this back up is I've been giving a lot of thought to these boards. I still have a lot of them in my storage bin. I haven't made it up to cable management to divest myself of those. But in the meantime, a couple of things happened. Price of aluminum went up, price of shred went up, price of copper went way up. And you've heard me go back and forth with the copper recovery aspect of it. You know, just like everything else in life, it depends how much time you have, how much storage you have, and, you know, your own personal situation. My personal situation right now is that I'm having a terrible time finding e-scrap. Nobody has any that they want to sell. That is the problem with e-scrap, my friends. Too many people are in a very narrow field. So it really influences what one decides to do. Before I get too far into this, I've already taken out 2 transformers from over here that weighed probably 50 pounds. They were right back here. Gotta sit down. And then there were 8 batteries here. So I have disconnected all of the power. I'm fine with going in there and cutting away. I took all of that out already. The other thing, before I get too much further into this, we've been talking a lot about copper tellurides. Copper tellurides, they're coming for you. I did one of these last night just to see if it was actually worth it. There was half a pound of copper on here. That's without the telluride, that's just the wire. So if you're copper mining, and copper is probably going to go to $5 a pound, although it could turn around and go backwards too, we don't know yet. You might want to rethink just chucking this whole thing in as a power board. I did. I fully intended to just chuck these in with power boards and be done with it. But the aluminum comes out very easily. I told you guys I'm a music teacher, I get silly sometimes. Problem I'm having right now is there's like a plug right here, and there's one stinking set of things that plug into each other, you know what? And it doesn't want to come out. So I'm kind of stuck at I'm stuck at the moment, but I have a pretty good idea how I'm going to get unstuck. And that's going to be going from the front. I'm going to go in from the front and see if I can get this out. I don't know if that's going to work or not. But what I'm doing right now sure ain't working. See if I can get that turned over. I think I got 2 things going on for you a couple of things for you this morning. I shouldn't listen to myself for a number. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. The problem is, there's a board here. A whole, maybe I should get that, maybe I can get that board out. Let's try that. This board is just gonna slide forward. It has like a round post. It has a post. That's a post. It has a round hole and then a narrow slot. So when I push the board this way, the round hole is going to go over the slot and I can lift the board up. There's a board right here that's attached to the main power board. And boy, it just doesn't want to give it up for nothing here. So if I unscrew that board, it should come out with the rest. Should. There are no certainties in e-scrapping. You guys remember Bruni Kapal? There's no fun in chaos. Showing my age, guys. My dad and I used to sit down in the basement, in the family room. We used to watch Get Smart. But he loved that show. But he did. All those great 1960s sitcoms, Bewitched, Nothing Will Ever Beat I Love Lucy. Boy, was she funny. She was one funny lady. Alright, so I've attempted to loosen that board to see if I can push this forward. Nope. By the way, I've been working on this for about 20 minutes, and I am just about at the point where I've had it with it. Every once in a while, the scrap wins. But before I get myself any further humiliated by this board, you can see what this is a before board. Copper toroids, aluminum. Transformer you can take off or not, depending on what you want. I wouldn't bother. This has got a lot of tape and a lot of crap. I would just leave that on the board. This board I depopulated last night. Remember, these are low-grade boards. You're not going to lose anything by putting them on with low-grade boards. I am going to take these copper MOSFETs, but I took 2 toroids off here. I got a pound of copper after I knocked out the ferrite. A pound of copper from 2 big toroids. It's $5, guys, right now, if I sold it today. There's a couple more coppers here, a couple more copper here. Those I can go back and throw in the bin. And then the rest of this I'll just throw into low-grade boards. So this was one I had put aside to sell as a low-grade board and then changed. Well, not that I so much changed my mind. It was really more that I just couldn't get out to Meriden. Too many other things going on. I'm trying to get this board out of here. And I guess they didn't have me in mind when they made this thing, because boy, it doesn't want to budge. That means either I've missed a screw, which I don't think I did. I think the problem is right there. So, oh, before I forget, the other thing I wanted to show you as I sit here and stress over this power board. The video we did last night about the heat sinks was, I went down this morning and looked at that beautiful bare bright copper. We talked about, see, this is cast aluminum, and that's stuck to the copper. You're not going to get that off. It's not paste. This is paste. That'll come off. It'll get your fingers dirty too. So I took a couple of these, and I would say that will not go as bare bright copper. That's worth it, guys. It took me 2 minutes to grind the aluminum off, and that came out pretty good. Yeah, this pasty stuff. Yeah, you're right. Paste just comes off. That's nothing. But not this. This doesn't wipe. This has to be either ground off or polished off or buffed off or something. But absolutely worth it. I went from, I think they would have called it flashing copper or something along those lines. It's almost, it's like number 3 copper. Dirty copper. Yeah, dirty copper, yeah. Totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, definitely, I feel, and you guys can do what you want, I think it was worth it. I'm glad I did it. I did bring some other things to show you, just give myself a thinking break from this stupid board that's really aggravating me. Here's another one I did. So this is how it looked before. It had a big heat sink on it. I took it apart last night. Again, this is just paste. That's nothing. This is aluminum. I've got to get that off or they're not going to buy it as clean copper. They're going to buy it as dirty copper or low-grade copper. I mean, that's a pound of copper. Why would I give up $3 for 30 seconds worth of work? So that was my decision about last night's video. I told you I would let you know today. That's what I decided. Some other heat sinks. This could have come out of a laptop. Well, maybe not. Maybe a server. I don't know. Don't know what it came out of. This is stainless. Stainless is wicked on cutter blades. So, but this is something you can probably just put in the vise and pry off and clean it up if you wish, or whatever you want to do with that. But there's some copper you can recover. Stainless is bad on your blades, and it makes a lot of spark too. Aluminum doesn't spark, but stainless steel does. Here's another one. You can cut these, knock this off. These, I know you can't see it, but these tubes go all the way through. So you could cut this, and you could go after the copper if you wanted to. I don't think I'm going to take it to that extreme. Unless I really can't find any more re-scrap. There's another one you can do. There's a lot of videos on how to recover the copper out of these. Not as entertaining as me smashing the crap out of them last night. That was fun. There's another one. This came out of a server. Had a Xeon chip under it. So, you know, choose your battles. I'm about to lose this one with this particular server. Let me battery backup, I'll tell you. It's really just starting to annoy the garbage out of me. And I'm at the stage in my life where sometimes it's just not worth it. I can go get another one. But the more you put, the more you put aside for later, the more of a mess you wind up accumulating. So, I really wish I could get this out of here. There's got to be a screw somewhere I missed. I don't know. But I know it's caught right here. I know it is. I just can't get it to come forward anymore. Come forward. Pay no attention to that man behind the... Now on that note, I'm going to say sayonara, guys, because you don't need to watch me fight with this thing. As I said, I know the problem. It's right here, and it's going to take a lot more effort than I want to put in right now. I did get a couple of nice cards out of this. I got a slot processor card of some type. That can go with gold fingers. Take the battery off. Take the bracket off. Got a lot of these out of these power boards. These were really nice. If I sell it as gold fingers, I'm going to leave the gold pins. I got to get that bracket off. But yeah, that's a nice board. Front and back. Really high quality for the buyer. I wish I knew how to edit videos. I haven't learned that fine art yet, but I'm going to. Because it would be really nice to be able to put this aside. Figure out why I can't get it apart. And then come back and show you guys. Alright, well, in the meantime, guys, you guys have a really nice day. Stay wonderful, stay happy. You definitely want to keep your copper. Oh, that was the other thing, too. I talked about grinding this and pulling the copper off. I was able to get this off with a screwdriver, which really surprised me. I'm not even going to try to do that right now. I'm tired. Sick of fighting with this thing. Look at that. And when you clean this, you're going to get half a pound of copper. So, I put it into the vise and I crushed it. This is ferrite. Don't cut it in the house. It's toxic and it'll make you sick. May as well go after this other one. I'm right here. Maybe it's a good thing, because maybe these are good to go after while the board is still attached. You know something? That's kind of I kind of think I might do that in the future. Yeah. Pull these off while your board is still attached. Absolutely. How about that? Maybe that's why this board stayed attached, just so I could teach you something good today. I taught myself something good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Scrap 1, D0. These unscrew from the bottom. Leave that, you don't need it. So the rest is a low-grade board. Okay, ciao. Have a good day. Stay wonderful.